Hey guys, this is Nefarious411 and welcome to episode 22 of The New Frontier. I have been sitting here watching the quarry do its thing and deliver all of the ores. As you can see, I have rearranged this just a little bit because I wanted to be able to have all of my resources in here as quick as possible rather than having to go all the way out to the sixth dimension in order to get the items. And as you can see right here, we are just pumping directly into this Enderlink chest, and that is working out pretty well. Went ahead and upgraded to a solar panel 6 here, and that's been doing really well with the other power. As you can see, this has dug quite a bit of a trench here, but unfortunately this is not fast enough. It is very, very slow using the other transfer node because right now we don't have any speed upgrades, and that's kind of what I would like to get into in today's episode, because I would like these guys to be quite a bit faster so that I can actually transfer this stuff out, because it's basically just sitting here. You can see that it's moving now, but as soon as my chest is full, that is actually going to stop. It's doing pretty well because of the fact that it's just got stone. It looks like it's getting to the next level. So yeah, that's going to be an issue. And I have seen this being an issue because of the fact that this is filling up rather quickly. So let's go ahead and head over back to our base and see what we can do about getting some of the stuff that we need. So let's go ahead and throw away some of this galena. Get rid of the iron and tin, and we should be good. So if I take a look at extra utilities, we can see that the speed upgrades right here increases the speed of operations. We can even do stack upgrade, which might be kind of good, but you can see at the bottom it actually has grid power, and we don't have any grid power. And I think even to do some of this stuff we need the resonator, but unfortunately we can't use that, as we saw in a previous episode. So let me go ahead and grab the resonator, and we can see that this is going to require grid power. Grid power is 0 of 0, no power used or generated. So let's go ahead and extra utilities. Let's see, what was one of the items that we needed grid power for? We needed this pressure plate to create the upgrade base. So let's go ahead and grab that weighted pressure plate and put it in here. And you can see that we do not have any grid power. So let's figure out how we are going to create grid power. So if I take a look at extra utilities, there are a few things called mills in here. Here's a windmill. Generates power from wind. Power boosted by rain. North and south blocks must be clear. That seems fairly simple, but we need these stone burnt, which I guess the only way to get that is to be able to put polished stone in a resonator. So we will need, in order to get any of these mills, we will need some grid power to begin with. That one might be sufficient. This is a solar panel. Gives power during daylight hours. Must have a clear line of sight to the sky. Power reduced by rain. And looks like it gives 1 grid power, and I think some of those recipes require a couple. Here's a lava mill. Gives 2 grid power when adjacent to lava. That might be kind of nice. And I thought there were more of these up here. These are just generators. Here's a water mill. That one operates on flowing water blocks. Dragon egg mill, fire mill, lava mill. Here's a manual mill, and I was thinking about creating this guy because this basically generates grid power manually. So let's see what that would do. So let's go ahead and grab some stone. Let's go ahead and create a few bricks from this. If you put those together, we get polished stone. And we got 6 of these resonating crystal. So let's go ahead and create a manual. That is going to require some redstone torches to create one of these redstone torch gears. Do I really not have any sticks? Wow, I don't even have a recipe for sticks. Plank. Let's go ahead and throw some planks in here. There we go. Redstone. Guess we need one more, but let's go ahead and create a few. Alright, so manual. Oops. Manual mill. Is that what it's called? Manual mill. Alright, so here's a gear for us, and that should do it. I am not sure what this does. Oh, just right clicking on it gives us grid power. It looks like it can generate to 15. Oh, and apparently that completed that operation, so that's why it went down to 0. So if I were to right click on this, does it just pump it in here? I am not entirely sure. So I guess we should only deal with it whenever we need the grid power. Okay, maybe we can do that. Let's go ahead and throw some polished stone in here, because I know that we're going to need that. So if I do that, power generating 15. I'm just right clicking on this guy. Looks like it finished one operation because it started over again. Yeah, that is kind of cool. Obviously I don't want to do this for all of my grid power, so let's take a look at the other mills again. Dragon Egg Mill, we obviously can't do that one. Fire Mill, so we can do this over fire, and that gives us 2 GP, or grid power. Lava Mill. See, this Water Mill gives you 4 GP. That's actually not bad. I might do the Water Mill. Gives 4 GP for adjacent flowing water blocks. So that's going to require 6 of these stone burns. Okay, so let's get 6 of those. I will have 6 after this. So let me just sit here and rotate this guy until I finish all of these crafting operations. I think this is probably the only manual step that I'm going to have to do, because once I can craft up one of these mills, like a single water mill, this should be able to generate grid power for me so that I don't have to do that. So let me finish this up and I'll be right back. Alright, well that wasn't too terrible. I have my stone burnt right here, and I should be able to create at least one of these water mills. Looks like I need a couple more of those gears. Really? I didn't create enough sticks? Let me create the other recipe for sticks. Plank. Probably this guy. There we go. Use Ore Dictionary, I guess. That should be fine. Let's go ahead and throw this in here somewhere. Cool. And redstone torch. Might as well create that recipe too. So, torch. There we go. Cool. I wonder if I need those gears more often. Usage. Looks like it's really only for the mills. I'd probably create those by hand for now, rather than having to deal with that recipe. Looks like I need another one of those gears, so redstone torch. Let me create a few of these, because I am tired of dealing with that. There we go, cool. So water mill, let me just type mill, might be a little bit easier. Cool. Nice. So this creates a mill for us, and I need a bucket. Do I not have a bucket? I swear I had a bucket. I'll just use copper. That's cool. And let's figure out where we're gonna place this guy. I do not have water anywhere, do I? Where's my closest source of water? Let me go ahead and sleep, because I think I'm gonna have to go find water for this. Come on, come on. Actually, let me create a couple of buckets. There we go. That way, we can get an infinite water supply. You and you. Cool. And I was thinking doing this downstairs in my lower level right here. I was thinking about this room because this was what I was planning for, like power generation, but I might actually go one more level down. I hear a slime. Not sure where the slime is. But I did create a little room here. This was my little makeshift waiting room whenever I was AFK. That way, if you're sitting, I think it's still the same mechanic in Minecraft. Whenever you're sitting, it doesn't take any of your hunger. So I was sitting there while the quarry was doing its thing earlier. But let's go ahead and just clear out some of this terrain. Let me change my shape to 5x5. I'm not going to do this all on camera. I'm just going to get a little bit of this area cleared out, because I would like to at least start with this water mill that I have. There we go. Cool. That's probably good enough for now. I can clean all of the rest of the stuff out later, and obviously I'm going to have to check for dark spots so that mobs don't spawn in here. Cool. I know that there's like a cave system under me, but let's go ahead and plop the water in here just real quick. There we go. And this is going to require some flowing water, so not entirely sure where to put this. Might put it back here. I know that my little light meter is on. It's kind of distracting. Where did my torches go? Bandolier. Might put it back here. Yeah. Let me just place it for now, and let's just see how this works, because it looks like I should be able to have flowing water next to it in a couple of directions. So if I were to put it right here, that's flowing water on two sides of it. So if I have this other bucket right here, that should generate up to 4 GP. There's really no user interface on it, so I am not entirely sure if that's successful or not. Let me turn that off, and let's go upstairs real quick. Oops. Let's see this guy. Let's see if we can do another one of those. That was basically just a weighted pressure plate. Let's just make sure that this functions. It does look like it functions. And that's just with a single water mill. That's not terrible. Obviously, that can probably be sped up. Looks like there are speed upgrades for that, so that might be good. But let me see if I can do the speed upgrade. What are these things? Looks like a block of redstone. Let me go ahead and do that. Let me create a few. There we go. And speed upgrade. Should be able to create a couple of these. Nice. So now we should be able to plop this guy in there. And this should go a little bit faster. Yeah, that's a lot more like it. Nice. That way it can actually empty this thing out a little bit quicker. That's going to be good. So what I can do is probably go ahead and get rid of that guy, since we probably won't ever need that one again. I should be able to at least create some more speed upgrades. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Well, what I decided to do is let's go ahead and create the recipes for this. I think this would be a little bit better. I already created the recipe for this guy, which is a weighted pressure plate. Let's go ahead and create the other weighted pressure plate pattern. And it looks like I need more patterns. Let's go ahead and do that. And I think I'm creating a crafter. Yep, there it is. So we should be able to at least come down here. And I'm going to have to do something about this. It doesn't really need to be on this line, because it's not going to be drawing power from over there. Might be able to do it back here. Oh. Did I not line this room up? It's probably because of these patterns. I wasn't able to line it up. Well, that kind of stinks. That kind of prevents me from doing wires down here. But I should be able to pop that guy right there. And I can put a crafter on top of it. I hope. Don't know if that will work or not, but I am willing to try it. Ugh, don't want to have to get my wrench. Looks like I will. Alright, wrench. Which one was it? That guy right there. Nope, that's not it. Wrench. There's a cave wrench, laser wrench. That's a rotate. Shift use to rotate. There are so many wrenches. Like every pack has its own wrench. There we go. This is gonna work. There we go. Cool. And I should be able to create an importer for the bottom. So importer. Looks like I already have one. And some cables. This is gonna be ugly for now. I will clean this up later. But this will at least get us going. I'm hoping that this works. I don't know if this will work. There we go. Cool. And that recipe was that guy right there. So that was a core or base for the upgrade, right? Upgrade base. Upgrade. Let's see if that actually put that in there. It looked like it is. Can go ahead and put the speed upgrade in that. Maybe? Oh, nope. Can't do that. Because apparently that has a power penalty. So it does look like I'm going to need some more water mills or some sort of mill. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the rest of these patterns in here though. That guy is going to be like that. We have some blank patterns in here. Go ahead and throw these in there, and we should be good at least to create these speed upgrades. But it does look like I'm going to need water mill. So in order to do that, we need the sunburnt. Sunburnt. Was it sunburnt or was it just burnt? What were those? Stone burnt. Stone burnt. Alright. So let's create the recipe for stone burnt. Oh, that's not going to work, will it? Alright. Well, we're going to have to do this manually. So let's see. Do we have stone? I don't think we have a recipe for stone. So let's go ahead and do that. Which is cobblestone to stone. Might have that. I am not entirely sure if I have that. But let's go ahead and do that. And bricks. Brick. Yep, didn't think I had that recipe. So let's go ahead and create you. Don't really need an ore dictionary for that guy. And we should be able to plop these guys in. You will create a sunburnt or stone burnt. Is that right? Oh, I forgot. These have to be polished. So let's go ahead and create a polished recipe. You. There we go. Polished. You. Missing 4. Did I not put the recipe in there for that? Apparently not. Polished. There we go. Cool. So now we have this, and it's not that one, so let's get rid of that guy. And it's that one. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. Grab it out as soon as we can, because we need more water mills, apparently. Come on. Cool. To you. Thank you. So we should be able to at least create these now. Burnt. Let's go ahead and create 5 more. Cool. And let's go ahead and create the recipe for the water mill. Water space mill. Yeah, that guy right there. And it looks like I'm gonna need the redstone gear after all. So let's go ahead and do that plus that. Don't know if we're gonna have issues with that. We'll probably need to create them. There we go. Cool. So let's go ahead and throw some of this back in there because I don't need it anymore. All of these wrenches. Got too many wrenches. Alright, cool. So I should be able to craft up a water mill, please. Should be able to run downstairs, grab my bucket. So let me pause it for now, and let me go ahead and craft up more of these water mills, and hopefully that will increase my ability to put some of these speed upgrades, because if you look at the bottom it says a power penalty. I guess that means that whenever you put it in here it actually penalizes you for the grid power. So you actually have to kind of balance these out. Can't have too many of them. Does it affect? Doesn't look like it affects transfer nodes. I think it's any device such as this guy with the resonator that actually takes grid power. Since this doesn't actually take grid power, speed upgrades should be fine here. If I'm not mistaken. Looks like it might, because there's actually 2 levels there now. Power penalty, level 1, level 2, level 3. Well, maybe it's still working because of the fact that I have 4 grid power down here. Grid power 2 of 16. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what all of this is. So let me go ahead and pause it here, create a few more of these water mills, and I'll be right back. Alright, so right now I'm just trying to figure out where to place the water blocks to kind of be a little bit efficient in regards to the amount of space that I have. Looks like this needs to be moving. That one too. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that one. Probably need to block that off, otherwise this is going to drop all my torches down here, won't it? It didn't look like I had any torches down there. Probably a good thing that I went up. There we go. And just making sure that I have all of the sides. Right now I don't have enough resources to make any more of these, I don't think. That's not too bad. I mean, I have moving or flowing water on all 4 sides of all of these, and it does look like I'm around 80 right now. I guess. Grid power 2 of 80. 2 of 80, 2 of 80. I am not entirely sure what that means. Water mill gives GP for adjacent flowing water blocks. Higher the level, the more GP. Higher the level. What does that mean? Source full water blocks do not count. Max power 4 GP. Higher the level. Do not know what higher the level means, but if I were to try to create another one of these, it can't because I'm missing one of these resonating redstone crystals. Resonating. Can I create these? Looks like I can. Ender shards. Ender pearls and a glass cutter. Okay, let's go ahead and create a glass cutter. Probably don't need to worry about creating multiples of these. Ender pearl? Ooh. Do we not have any ender pearls? Holy cow. We are out of ender pearls. What we gonna do? As you can see, I don't know if I did this in the last episode. I did create a couple of these ender stones down here. Used up some of my ender pearls for it, but it does look like it's making these grow a little bit faster. Like, I planted this one a long time ago and it's barely grown, whereas these I've already harvested twice already. Whoa, hello. Where'd you come from? That was weird. But I've already harvested those a couple of times. I do not have any ender pearls, so it looks like that might be as much of the resonating crystals I'm going to be able to get right now. So let's go ahead and throw this stuff away. There we go. And I'm going to clean up this basement area a little bit better than what I have. But I think I should be able to pop one of them right here and have flowing water behind it, and one right here. Same deal, having flowing water behind that guy. Kind of like in a star shape. I think that should work. And it does look like this is expandable, so I should be able to expand this to increase the amount of grid power that I have. There's actually a couple of things that I want to do. Let me check the time and I'll be right back. Well, we don't have a lot of time for anything. It looks like we're getting close to that wrapping up point. I would like to pop out here to the 6th dimension, our mining dimension, and go ahead and place a couple of these speed upgrades in here. See if this can help make this go a little bit faster. Right now I'm just doing the speed upgrade. Kind of wonder if I should do a stack upgrade as well. That's really not that bad. Let's go ahead and create a stack upgrade while we are still here. Let's go ahead and create the recipe for this. Here it is. Easy enough. Do I not have any slots? Wow. I'm running out of crafting slots. Stack. Let's go ahead and craft. Only need the one. Probably need another for here. Yeah. That's gonna start dropping them. Cool. And let's run out to the mining dimension. Let's go ahead and throw the stack upgrade in here. Let's see if that increases the amount of stuff that I can pull. Looks like it's going quite a bit faster now, so that is really good. Our bottleneck is this guy, because of the fact that we only have the 9 slots. But it's not too bad. If we're taking a look at the quarry, or the builder, it looks like it's doing pretty well. It's really killing my FPS right now. But it does look like it is able to pull this. I think that's because of the flowing water I should be able to get rid of that flowing water fairly easily. Let me go ahead and pop a little dam over here. At least help a little bit. See if that stops any of the flowing water. Probably made some infinite water sources here and there. Maybe not. Alright. Cool. So that'll actually help. And this is doing really well, especially with that that solar panel. Mark 6? Is that right? Oops. Solar panel 6. Yeah. That does really well on the power generation. Because it's not slowing down much at all. Let me see how well this is doing. It's around 24 million. Looks like it's going down a little bit, so the builder is taking a little bit more power than I'm actually generating, so just got to keep an eye on that. I guess that's not too bad for the amount of speed that I'm going. I'm quite happy with that. But let's go ahead and run over here before we close it off for today. It does look like it's doing really well. We have 3 speed upgrades and a stack upgrade. Probably need to empty this guy out a little bit faster. Unless we are full. No, we're not full. What do we got going on over here? We got the 3 speed upgrades. Let me put some more speed upgrades in there. I'm not sure how many we can have before we run out of grid power. I probably should speed this guy up, shouldn't I? Otherwise this will be forever. Let's go ahead and grab at least 1 or 2 of these guys for the resonator over here. That way it can speed up this process. Yeah, looks like we're still able to keep up, which is good. Speed. How about 2 more? Can you handle that? Wow, that is using a lot of power. But I think we have about 80 grid power down there, so that's really not that bad if you think about it. Throw at least 1 or 2 more of these guys in there and see if that helps. I might be pushing it in as fast as we're taking out. It's really hard to tell. It's really not going that fast, is it? Probably just need to speed this completely up. We've got 6 more here. Let's see what 6 does. Is that better? I wonder if these stack. Increase the number of stack or items pulled to X stack. What? Increase the number of items pulled to X stack. Does it make sense to have more than 1? I didn't think so. Yeah, it only takes the 1, so I guess it's just a matter of getting speed upgrades. Extra utilities upgrade. What else do we got? Got the mining upgrade, and I guess that's it. Alright, well, let's just let this run. I'm assuming this will empty out on the... Oh, that one's full. Oh, that one's full too. That would explain it. So it does look like I'm going to have to wrap it up so I can clean this stuff up. I think I'm pretty good on resources for now. This is probably going to cause some problems with the amount of basalt and all of the marble and everything that I'm getting, because otherwise I'm going to have to babysit that. So maybe in the next episode we will try to do something where we don't have to babysit it. So I really hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you could, rate and comment down below. It would be greatly appreciated. And also, if you like the series, please hit that subscribe button. But for now, this is goodbye.